Alrighty, hello, welcome. So, my phone just tipped over. So, Siege. New season's coming out. What should we be expecting from the new season? Well, there's some stuff that I'm not entirely sure about, but some stuff that I'm pretty interested in. So we're gonna take a look at the patch notes, uh, just to see what's going on, and so that we can all get a bit more clarification on what is happening in Siege specifically. So, Siege is getting some interesting stuff with the new season, Season 4. Patch notes have just dropped today, so I thought that I'd go over with them with you guys right now. I have already looked at them, so I'm already like well prepared in advance for what I'm going to be doing. I'm probably going to be saying I did not script any of this. All this is free flow. Just wanted to let you guys know. So with the new operation, we get the new op Tubaro. Um, he's from Portugal, and yeah, so we'll see what his whole thing is when we look at his operator. So he has this canister that he throws at stuff and it can freeze items, including any attacker gadgetry. So that's kind of nuts. Can't lie. It's kind of crazy. I would assume it can be hacked, and I'll assume that it can freeze drones. I don't think it destroys things, which would make it easy for people to bandit trick actually. He will probably pair well with a lot of counter hard breaches. So I'm actually pretty excited to play him. I'm pretty excited to see what he does. Also, wait a minute. Is that the M4? Motherfucker got the M4? Why does he have an M4? I know he has the MPX, but why does it look like he has an M4? I'm afraid. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Oh, I'm nervous. I've only seen one video on him, one video in the TS. I'm not gonna watch anything else until the operation drops, so be prepared for that. Um, but yeah, so there's a new map, Lair. It's pretty boring. Reputation update, it's gonna be coming later. New phase with the grace period. I think that's just for quick match. Um, I don't know. Frag fix, Mira fix, adding a marketplace, the AI playlist, map training playlist, getting extra stuff. Controller remapping for console players. Uh, Dead Zone stuff. Leaning finally without ADSing for controller, which is why I want to get back buttons so bad. Cause boy, oh boy, would that be useful. Battle Pass update, shit like that. You know, basic stuff. Those are all the features. We're gonna go more in depth with them after. We won't really have to worry about the new map because I mean it's not that important. Seasonal weapon skins, operator price decreases. This is all normal stuff that comes. Uh, oh, that's just the normal battle pass. I was just reading the battle pass update. I'm like, that's what it's like. That's what it is. Operator balancing. This is where it comes to a lot of controversy, and I'm pretty sure not a lot of people are going to be happy about it. But a lot of the changes I like, a lot of the changes I don't like. There are reasons for both, and I'll get into those when we get to the op. So, Mira. They have made Mira shit, or more shit. She is not shit normally, but she has become more shit because of how prominent she is in ranked and casual play. She is very prominent, and this is actually a fix that I kind of like, but I also kind of don't like. There are more ways to get rid of her window now other than just hard breaches and RAM. You can now get rid of her gadget with Ash's breaching rounds and Callie's lance, which gets me a little confused on why they don't have it just be any explosive. But I kind of like it because the whole thing is it's gadgets that can dig into it to destroy it. So like digs in and then blows up. I think that's interesting. It's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. I like it. This next change, why? Why does Osa need frags? I get like giving more ops frags to counteract the new frag update, which we'll get into in a second. Once we get the tweaks and improvements, we're gonna get way into the frag update, and yeah, so this isn't fun. Smokes out, frags in. I don't like that because that's just getting rid of one of the possible ops to play with smoke grenades. Not a huge fan. I like using smokes on most ops that have them to really help our glass or just to get plant off easier. Because you cut off sight lines, you make a lot of noise, you can plant easily. So I have a slight issue with that, but it's honestly fine. Not a huge issue. Not too miffed about it, but eh, it's not something I'm a huge fan of. Capital getting the Impact EMP. I am in love with that idea. That is a fantastic idea, and I have been thinking it for a very long time. More people need the impacts. More people need to use the impacts because they're useful. They're very good for counter hard breach. Nobody uses them for counter hard breach. Well, you know what they use them for? They don't. They just have them and then they don't do anything with gadgets. If you're not going to use the impact, there are other options that are way more effective in map clearing and room taking. Now comes to my least favorite change. Lion losing his impacts and gaining frags. No. Doesn't need frags. He doesn't. He really doesn't. He's good with the impacts. I actually like using the impact grenades with him. Either that or claymores. Those are my favorite options. Impacts and claymores, because those were the only options. Because they were a good thing. It made Lion viable. But with these frags, I get it works with his gadget more. He activates his gadget, yeets a frag in there. They either move, get shot, or die to the frag. I understand the competitive play with it, but I think the impact EMPs were better. And they got rid of his Gone 6, which isn't a huge issue. I don't use it. Grim lost the breaching charge and got an impact EMP. That's it. That's a decent change. It's actually pretty decent. You could use it very tactically for counter hard breach or counter hard breach, or you can use it to disable Jaeger ADSs. If you know where the ADSs are, you can impact it, shoot your bees in, shoot the Jaeger once you make entry, and then you're good. I think that's a cool little change that they did do. IQ. Why not give her impacts? Just give her impact EMPs. Just give her those impacts. Because you do that, you're actually going to make her more viable than you would with frags. Before the impacts dropped, before the nade change, that would have been a really good addition to her arsenal, is having those frags so that she can deny gadgetry. Because her entire gadget is to deny gadgets. That's the entire thing for her character, is to deny and or to not, just to get rid of shit. She can see things through walls and she can shoot them. Yes. With the impact EMPs, she doesn't have to go on a different floor to shoot out the gadgets. She can stay on the same floor, disable them, and then allow for a hard breach. She would become one of the greatest supports to hard breach supports ever. She would literally become the most goated operator when it comes to that shit. And I think that is so cool. But adding frags fucks that hard. It's not a good idea, Ubisoft. It is not. I love the game, and I love that more ops are getting frags, but IQ did not need her frags back. She didn't need them. She doesn't. She has claymores. She's good. All she needed was the impacts. That's it. Uh, Blackbeard got frags. I actually think that's good for his play style or how people usually play him. Very rarely do they ever run impacts with him. I do like the addition of frags because it does make him more viable in roam clearing and for room clearing, which is his whole thing is just clearing out rooms. Sense got the frags. That's a good change. I like that. I like that they got the frags. Maestro. This is where I actually got really excited. The Ash change with Mira is on Maestro. Uh, the active time 6 seconds from 5, and I don't know what that means. I think that means when he shoots, he has a longer time. Instead of 5 seconds, it's now 6 seconds, so we can shoot for 6 seconds straight and then recharge for those 6 seconds back. Then open up again, 6 seconds, close for 6 seconds. I think that's kind of a nerf, but he also got balanced with that extra camera. He now has 3 cams, 2 for sight, 1 for roam. I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good idea. Keep 1 cam in each sight to watch common plant spots. You shoot them with the plant. If they move, they move. That's fine. But you have that extra cam to watch flank. I think that's a really good idea. Weapon balancing. Fuck. Push the wrong button. It's fine though. 552 Commando has become very prominent when it comes to IQ players. Less people are using the AUG, more people are using the Commando for the strict reason that it does 50 damage per shot. They reduced it by 5 points, or not by 5, by 4 points, which, if you think about it, isn't normally a lot, but it is a lot when it comes to the extended barrel. That's going to reduce the stendo from 52 to 49, I think. Either 49, 48, one of those two. I think that's a fantastic change, and they should do that with all the weapons, except the DMRs that should be doing more than 50 damage per shot. I think they should reduce the damage down to a lot of the weapons, just to balance the game out more. Cause this is not it's not balanced if you can two-shot an operator with a fully automatic weapon. It should be 3 or more. Just saying. I think that's a good change. I think decreasing that damage. Frag change, cannot cook the grenade. It becomes a stun basically. Uh, so it doesn't cook at all. And when you throw it, that's when it primes. It primes for 4 seconds, and then once it makes its first bounce, it's primed to 2 seconds. So that gives 4 airtime, 2 bounce time. So in theory, you could take the grenade, throw it really high up, it hits someone and then it blows up, or it hits the ground and then it blows up as well. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm probably wrong. That's fine. Tweaks and improvement. There's going to be reorganized top bar. So the top bar that we all got used to, it's going to change. I don't know what they're going to do with it, but they're going to do something with it. I haven't seen anything. So I'm a little excited about that. New display of the squad status. I think that just means what they're doing with this. They're just going to change this up to make it a little bit more friendly. Uh, Probably to cross-platform stuff. Quick match got Hereford, Plain, Yacht, Fortress, Emerald Plain, Stadium, Nighthaven, Labs, and Lair. So I'm pretty sure that means that Quick Match now has every map. Like it should. Why didn't it? Now comes the cool part. The revisiting reinforcements and Quick Match, I'm not worried about that. Standard map pool update. Oregon Clubhouse, Consulate, Bank, Canal, Chalet, Cafe, Border, Skyscraper, Coastline, Theme Park, Villa, Outback, Emerald Plains, Nighthaven, Labs, and Lair. They got rid of Stadium. They got rid of Stadium from ranked and in the standard. You understand how good this is? This is so good. I hate playing Stadium, and I get it all the fucking time when it comes to playing ranked. I always get Stadium, and this is such a good change. I love it. This makes me so happy. I'm like, just get rid of Stadium. Nobody likes it. And they finally got rid of Stadium because it's the least voted, or it's the most voted map to get banned. Nobody likes Stadium. Thank God. I'm so happy. Permanent arcade playlist. They added impact grenades and Oryx hatch climbs to all ops. Um, all that stuff. Layers unbannable like normally. They're adding a new FX thing, or they're updating their special effects shit, and then they reduced the download size from 70 to 50, which is good. That's the entire season, so that's what we should be looking forward to. Some stuff that I'm pretty excited about specifically is uh Capitao getting the EMPs, Grim getting the EMPs, Blackbeard getting frags, Sense getting frags, Maestro's change, the Commando change. I hate the frag change. The frag change sucks, but it's whatever. Okay, I get it. I get it. But I think having an option to cook it or not is a good idea. Just saying. But it's fine. It's not my game. I didn't design it. People are probably happy about the change, and they can't tailor their game to one person. They have to tailor it to everybody, and they just have to go based off of how the game is being played, less about how the people are reacting. But I don't know yet. Maybe I'll like the frag change. Maybe I'll like it. The only issue is I had just started getting good at cooking nades underneath, and all that, and that skill went bye-bye. And that makes me a little sad. But it's a new season, new day. Very excited to see what they have in store for us. Playing a bit. I'm probably not gonna stream so much of the game like I usually don't. But if you want to check out my streams, twitch.tv/ITSA_MIII. Maybe there's a fourth I, maybe it's only three. I don't remember. Go check it out. I don't stream daily. I stream every once in a while. I'll just hop on if I feel like it, or I'll just fuck around. My streaming schedule is extremely fucked. It's not mornings or nights, it's whenever I feel. But if you want to check out some streams, I've been playing Fortnite a bit with some of my buddies, and Siege with some of my buddies as well, and some Call of Duty. So if you want to see some of that stuff, please go right ahead and check it out, and I'll check you guys in the next one. See ya.